This is my book right here. This is my baby. I wrote this because I truly believe that everyone in here has been born for purpose. Check. And I was so excited about it that I wanted to write a book just to let everyone else know that they truly have been born for purpose also. This book has become a bestseller in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and it is also being translated and printed in the Spanish language in Mexico, in Taiwan, Korea, and Russia. Now, when you take a concept from your brain and you're able to put it in a product that is not only embraced by your own country, but it is also embraced by other countries, that's something to feel pretty good about, wouldn't you say, Chad? Now, if you would have told me about 20 years ago, you know something, DeWayne? One day I see you speaking in front of hundreds of people and making a difference in people's lives, I would have thought that you were crazy. If you would have told me about 20 years ago that one day I would write a book that would transcend other continents, I would have thought that you had to be crazy. But then 20 years ago, I was in the midst of a 15-year drug addiction. I smoked marijuana. I snorted cocaine. I smoked crack cocaine. I popped pills. I did just about everything short of sticking a needle in my arm. And that is where I was about 15 years ago. And I can assure you today that it is only by the grace of God that I am alive today. It was not uncommon for me to ride around the streets of South Dallas at 2 o'clock in the morning looking for crack cocaine. And it was not uncommon for me to put my life in a life-threatening position behind drugs. That's just where I was. But I realized that at some point, that if I continued that same self-destructive behavior, there was only one or two places I was going to wind up in. Either in the penitentiary or absolutely. So I knew that I had to make a decision to change my life around. And so I did. I decided to give up the drugs. And I went through the withdrawal symptoms and everything that came along with it. But in doing that, it created a great void in my life, because it dawned on me at that time, the only people that I had really ever associated with for the past 15 years were people who did drugs also. Now, when you're trying to take your life from mediocrity to something greater, you can no longer hang around the same element of people who have the potential to keep you down, right? I mean, that makes about as much sense as a recovering alcoholic getting a job as a bartender. Check? Okay.